Thank you very much, Madam Chair and members. I'm very pleased to provide a brief testimony on the revised FEIS. And Madam Chair and members, state legislators and senators, my colleagues that are here, have been following this process for many years. And in fact, on July 10th of 2017, I joined over 30 colleagues in providing testimony on the initial EIS in writing to the Department of Commerce. I felt then and I feel now that the revised FEIS is inadequate and this permit should be rejected. The comments that we provided in 2017, July of 2017, really focused on 4 areas that I still believe are significant and not adequately addressed. That is the impact of the project on water and specifically drinking water, tribal concerns, climate, and not enough discussion of a no-build alternative. Now, since then, of course, the Department of Commerce has very thoroughly addressed the no-build option, and I am still, and many of us are in strong agreement with their recommendation to you to reject the permit based on need issues. And of course, they had alternatives around capacity that should continue to be followed. But I want to really turn towards a couple of areas in the revised FEIS that have not been, I think, addressed as thoroughly. I shared with the administrative law judge my concerns about spill response. And of course, that would have been and should be addressed in Chapter 10, pages 54 to 70, but I did not see discussion in the revised FEIS about the need for pipeline companies and industry to respond quickly to these changes. Now, in 2014, Madam Chair and members, there was significant oil transportation safety legislation before the legislature. And in that bill, we had the state, through the advice of the Pollution Control Agency, propose a new law that both pipeline and rail industry would be responding to an oil spill within an hour, that they would be contacting first responders in the affected area by phone within an hour of a spill, and that they would be on the scene within 3 hours. That was rejected by the pipeline industry, and we feel really is very, very significant and needs to be addressed. It really creates,
Representative Hornsby,
thank you. I will conclude my comments, Madam Chair. So for that reason, I think that we need to, again, reject this proposal. I do not feel spill response is adequate. We have climate concerns that have increased significantly over the last couple of years. This is going to add significant greenhouse gas emissions to the environment and should be rejected also for that reason. Thank you so much, Madam Chair.
Thank you for allowing me to testify. I'm David Tomassoni, T-O-M-A-S-S-O-N-I. I'm the state senator from representing Senate District 6, and I'm here to support the determination that the FEIS is adequate and the certificate of need and road permit should be reaffirmed. I want to thank you, the PUC, for the great work that you've done. The thorough review of the replacement of Enbridge's Line 3 is the most studied pipeline project in Minnesota history. I know it hasn't been easy, but you've done a great job. Line 3's EIS is an in-depth 13,500-page environmental study of the project that took 49 public meetings and 16 months to develop, over 4 years of regulatory and permitting review. State agency staff developed the report in accordance with the law. It's time to deem it adequate. Also, the DOC's spill modeling confirms that in the unlikely case of a spill, the Line 3 replacement project does not introduce risk to Lake Superior. The old pipeline needs replacing. Replacing old infrastructure protects our water and natural resources. The construction alone will provide hundreds of good-paying jobs with the latest and most modern technology. It just makes good sense to do so. Not doing it doesn't stop the flow of oil. It redirects it to other more unreliable forms of transport, namely trucks and trains. The La Crosse Tribune reported that in 2014, the transport of North Dakota oil via pipeline translated, quote, to roughly 97% reduction in the number of oil trains passing through La Crosse County, end of quote. The Line 3 pipeline installation will safely and efficiently transport oil. The areas on the pipeline route will be the beneficiaries of such things as jobs and property taxes. The school district in my Senate district might not exist but for the property taxes provided by pipelines. As long as the demand for the product exists, there will be a need to transport it. Line 3 will do it in the safest way possible. Once again, it's time to find the EIS adequate and reaffirm unanimous approvals of the Certificate of Need and route permit. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Paul Utke, spelled U-T-K-E. And I'm State Senator for District 2 up in northwestern Minnesota, and two of the counties I happen to represent are Clearwater County, where the Clearbrook Terminal is located, and Hubbard County, where the line will go both to the south and to the east. I have lived and worked in that area for almost 27 years now, and the line will go within just a few miles of my house, and I am here to support this project. Ask that you reaffirm the EIS, route permits, and the Certificate of Need. Line 3 is a maintenance project. This is about a company wanting to do the right thing in the area in which I live and all across northern Minnesota. Today, when we talk about a project like this, we talk about technology, maintenance, and safety. And I'm going to use a couple examples to kind of change up what you normally hear, because I think you've heard it all already over all the years that you've sat and listened to this. Technology, I'm referring to something everyone in this room has in their home, and that is a TV. When the current Line 3 was manufactured in our area of the country, we were just receiving TV for the first time, and we were getting it on a little black and white TV. And at that time, it was cutting edge technology. Look at what we have today. Flat screen TVs that cover a wall. We can watch whatever channel, whenever we want, etc. And now maintenance. Back at that time, remember the '57 Chevrolet? Some of us are old enough to have ridden in them when they were new. Others have now enjoyed looking at them at car shows. Without a lot of maintenance, restoration, and care, we would not be able to enjoy looking at these older cars. Full restorations, overhauls, paint jobs, and new sets of tires. I use these examples because they're all the same age as this pipeline that this company is wanting to replace. It's had continuous maintenance for the 60-plus years that it's been in service, but that's not like being able to pull the engine for a complete overhaul or take it to the body shop for a complete paint job. No, this pipeline has received its maintenance where it's at, and it has continued to move oil safely for all of these years. Enbridge wants to invest $2.6 billion to replace a pipeline manufactured during a time which included the black and white television and new broadcasts with a new pipeline and 21st century technology. From the products used and the advancements, this is a project that it's a no-brainer. Commissioners, you've approved the Certificate of Need twice. You've approved the route permit twice. It's time to move this forward. And one last thing, yes, every one of us wants to protect our pristine lakes and natural resources, and that is why we have the process in place that we do. This project has been studied and restudied and restudied every way possible, and now it's time to turn our talented Minnesota workforce loose and let them put the 21st century products and technology in the ground. Thank you.
I wanted to appear before you today as you hear public testimony prior to taking your next action on Enbridge's proposed Line 3 replacement. As a representative of nearly 80,000 constituents in the largest city in the Northland, I felt it was important for you to hear the voices that I am hearing, those voices who do not have the ability or the time to be here today or most any other day. As we all know, this project has become all too political. My first point is to thank each of you for your continued ability to separate the politics and the emotions from the facts of the case, and of course the underlying law, which you must follow. This is not an easy task, and we all as Minnesotans should be grateful for your service and abilities. As they say, let the politicians manage the drama of the legislation and let those tasked with regulation manage the evidences of each case presented in accordance with the law. I can share with you that a majority of my constituents who weigh in on this matter with myself favor the replacement of Line 3. They seem to clearly understand the gravity of not replacing an aged line, and they also understand that the world is not likely going to divest itself from fossil fuel sources in the near future. I feel they also understand and respect the process for those who challenge the merits of the project, for them to voice their opinions, be heard through opportunities like this, and understand that these practices are part of our democracy. But they also encourage closure, and I express theirs as well as my own encouragement to consider only the factual evidence as it relates to the questions at hand, and ultimately support the revised EIS and Certificate of Need. Again, I represent a wide variety in a very diverse district, and the common and most powerful message to me is, let's finish the process and move on. I do not deny that the questions before you are difficult, but you have all proven to be effective and fair regulators, and on behalf of myself and my constituents, we only ask that you continue the course of weighing evidence of facts. Thank you for your time.
I'm Senator John Marty, and I really appreciate the chance to speak. As of December, I'm a new grandfather, and I'm scared for the future of my grandkids. Your previous decision here seemed to rely on not on the need for tar sands oil to be transported, but on your belief that you had no choice. Without the replacement, Enbridge would continue using the unsafe existing pipeline. But the DOJ consent decree makes it clear the existing line cannot continue to operate without major costly improvements. Blocking the replacement does not mean continued use of the existing line. And without the pipeline, economics of tar sands extraction, which are already costly, don't make sense, and oil companies are going to leave the tar sands in the ground. Expanding rail is too expensive. And your decision here is a litmus test of whether we're serious about climate. It may be the most important decision you make in your service to the PUC. All of Minnesota's efforts to address climate are undercut if we approve consideration to facilitate the production of the most carbon-intense oil. A 2017 report from the National Academy of Sciences said there's a 1 in 20 chance global temps would rise by 5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. It's far worse than the 2-degree rise that the Paris Accords committed to preventing. It described 5 degrees as beyond catastrophic because it threatens human existence. One of the scientists put it in perspective. How many of us would put our grandchildren on an airplane if we knew there was a 1 in 20 chance the plane would crash? Certainly the economy will continue to use fossil fuels as we transition, but this project makes our greenhouse gas emissions even worse. A report released yesterday says it equals 50 coal plants. Despite current efforts, we emit carbon faster than any time in human history. We're on a speeding train headed for a catastrophic cliff with our foot on the accelerator. Please don't say you can't help it, that it must be decided on other factors. That's the excuse we use far too often. That's why Greta Thunberg and her generation are rightly scolding us. We've been unwilling to take responsibility for the catastrophe we're bringing to their future. Not one of you would put your children or grandchildren on an airplane that's got a real chance of crashing. This decision must be seen in that light. I'm scared for all of our children and grandchildren's future, and please reject this unneeded project.
Thank you for the work that you are doing. It is incredibly important. My name is Patricia Torres Ray. I'm a state senator. I represent Senate District 63 in the Minnesota Senate. And I am here to voice the concerns of many people in my district and many people around the state of Minnesota who work with me to pass the bill that will hopefully bring some recommendations about how to address a significant problem impacting Indigenous women in the state of Minnesota, the country, and actually Canada as well, which is the missing and murdered Indigenous women. What we learned through this process is that these areas where the pipeline will be built are areas that are heavily impacted by violence. And I want to share with you a personal experience that I really want you to review. I was born in Colombia, South America, where this problem has taken place for generations now, and many Indigenous people are being displaced from the land. where the land has been poisoned and the water has been poisoned because of this industry. I have said to so many people in my district and people around the country and people in Colombia that we need to unite to protect the lives of these people in this area, of our people in the area. I want you to please pay attention to that and the impact that this will have on wild rice in the area, as well as the indigenous people who have been working to protect the land for generations. I am very grateful for the participation of the Indian communities on this issue, and I want to let you know that I am going to be working with them today, in the future, and for as long as I can to protect the land and the water in this area, and that I oppose this. And I want you to review that very carefully because we are not going away. Thank you.